Cut the clocks off.
Is Daisy no longer with us?
She is, she's just not here today.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. Call to order the meeting of the Board of Zoning, Charlestown Board of Zoning Appeals for January 12th. We're being live streamed under production multimedia. And I'd like to start the meeting by leading everybody to pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So let's call roll, make sure we get a term of quorum. Daisy's absent. Karen Wilson,
Here.
Wayne Bergen,
Here.
Jonathan Hollenberg.
Here.
Mr. Leach is getting replaced, so we do have a quorum. You have the agenda, in the iPad, we're using the iPads now. I'd like to have a motion for approval of the agenda.
I make that motion.
I'll second it.
Have a motion by Mr. Berger, and a second by Mrs. Wilson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And we have a approval of the prior meeting minutes. If you had a chance to read them, if there's any changes or anything. If not, entertain a motion for approval of the prior minutes.
I make that motion.
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Bergen, second by Mrs. Wilson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
New business, here comes the fun part. Election of officers.
I don't want it this year because I'm retired.
Can't do it. My mom she's got
That's why I said
cancer
we should
and
have had when
I'm
everybody
taking
was
care
here.
of her right now.
Well, I'll tell you what we can do. I can run easy tell because Daisy will be here and Mr. Leach is no longer going to be with us. So that's the council. The council has to make that appointment. So that's a good thing. And we can wait till the next meeting. So we can do that, wait till the next meeting to elect officers. That way they'll all be here and they'll have the appointments because we got to have our next meeting. There's going to be there's some things that has to get changed and the BZA is the only one who can change them. We do have there's a company that's wanting to do some, that's talking to us about doing some storage, some up-to-date modern storage facilities, and it has to be a special exception, so in the special exemption, and this board is the only one who can give them that. Planning Commission can't do it. So we'll just wait and do that. On the meeting dates, you see I have some meeting dates in there.
I saw those.
And we're a called board, unlike the APC, we're a called board, and not always needed, so we usually call it, but we don't know when that's going to be. So what I come up with, we do need to meet about every third day. So on the what you'll see is on these meeting dates. I'm sorry. It's January 12th, April 12th. You see it in blue. July 12th, and October 13th. I have those scheduled as BZA meetings, just so we can make sure we meet the new requirements from the state. The state requires us to meet every 3 months.
So next time you're actually going to meet will be the 13th of April?
Yeah, our next schedule would be the 13th of April.
Now, can you do them any sooner if you call it?
Yes, yeah, that usually what happens, and then we can just move by then.
I mean, that's fine with me if we just find a date where everybody will be here.
Right.
And whoever they
That's
send us
the
point the
easiest.
next.
Yeah. And I was telling them well, let's get this taken first. So this is the scheduled meeting, so I entertain a motion to approve the meeting dates.
I make that motion.
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Berger, second by Mrs. Wilson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. And then I was telling them earlier, I don't know if Karen was here or not, we have the next thing we have done, we approved it to go up to the recommendation to the city council is the comprehensive plan. And they'll take that, the next step for the city is to do they call it a UDO now, but it's our zoning code. And we're gonna have some committees and meetings on that. So if any of you guys would be interested in sitting in that, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun to do. You can see what all is going to need help decide what goes in. Like I said, I was telling them earlier, when we did the last one in 2016, we had an issue with just stuff being thrown all around Market Street because we knew we were growing. So they put a blanket DH zoning all the way from 62 to the hospital, the city limits, which was great. I mean, it was fine. It's basically the same thing as a B1, but it was more restrictive for construction. And it had created so many needs for us to have. We had a lot of variances because it was in there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to recommend that we change from the hospital to Thompson Street back to B1, which is what it is, a business one, and then from Thompson to 62 to the DH downtown historical. Makes more sense. And this is going to be pretty important to get this zoning right now and incorporate a lot of things. Pleasant Ridge, when it was constructed, was done by the Army. It didn't have any specific boundaries. The streets are bigger than what they used to be. So I ran into that where they wanted to do a lot of building up there. We had to get variances. We really, as far as the variances go, there was lots up there. Anybody that lived up there for a while knew that the streets were smaller back then. And so they had, the people's property lines went out farther, but then we kept paving. As the city would pave, they kept getting wider and wider and wider, and they got out of the easements. David Hayes had a property up there, and when the guy come to build, he's like, what do I do? He says, I said, well, you're actual, I knew where his property line was. He had a good 6 feet of pavement that was proper, so, so what we're doing is I'm recommending that we have it's called a, what did I say it was, Toby?
What is it?
The SH zoning? Single family. Sorry.
Oh, single family dwelling.
Yeah, single family historic park.
Yeah.
Which because it was, the historical says, okay, it's historical because of the way it was done. The Army, I've got the original plans, but they're so out of date, you can't even do anything with them. So we just had to say, okay, this is a PUD, that's what it is. So each lot was being developed just for that lot, because there was not enough people to really, it was so spread out and too many owners that we couldn't really do any kind of zoning with it, so we had to call it that. So this will bring it into conformity. This will help a lot, understanding for the future. When people start saying, okay, well, I want to do this and I want to do that, they know where they're at. So, and we have to incorporate, in the outer subdivisions, we've done a lot of variances for that 6 foot, but we really didn't need to because the court decided years ago that all those outlying subdivisions, their property lines with the counties, they were 6 feet from the property line, you can build 6 feet. Well, ours is 12 feet, 15 feet. People were getting confused. So I think this time we can kind of clarify it better. We say we can call it 612 or whatever, but we got to clear that up too. So when you're trying to enforce the codes, you're trying to keep everybody from having to come to get for variances all the time. If you're getting too many variants for the same thing, then they say you need to change the code. We need to go back and change the code. So other than that,
So what are you gonna do, have a committee on that?
yeah, we're gonna have a committee. So if you guys would be interested in sitting on it, but just come to the meetings, have an input.
Yeah. Is it an additional meeting a month or?
Well, that's the thing, they're open to the public. It's a meeting, it wouldn't be during this time, it's the same people that did our comprehensive plan. They're the ones that does the other plan, does the zoning plan or UDO. And so they'll have to determine, they'll meet with the mayor and meet with whoever technical committee is and say, okay, what dates can you meet? It's usually right around 6 o'clock at night sometimes.
Okay.
And we'll probably have 4 or 5 on those, but you'll get copies. As we're doing this board will get copies of what we're doing. That way you've got input on it. You can look at it.
Yeah.
We don't miss anything. So both boards will have that. We learned to do that the
We're
last
gonna
time.
start doing that.
Well, that's what we gotta determine when they're gonna start. It's gotta be soon though, because it goes hand in hand with
Like I
this.
said, I got 6 days left, so I might
There you
be
go.
interested in sitting in on something.
All right.
Let's see what's going on.
It'll be my 5th one, so.
It's just, I'll tell you what, I've learned so much on these meetings. It's
Yeah.
just things that I didn't know, why it takes so long to, people get so frustrated because it's so much, takes too long to get something built. Well, I didn't know what went on behind the scenes, how much
Yeah.
work was into it, what the state had to do, what the city had to do, and so,
Yeah, state design releases, and you try to work with developers, we're pretty friendly for, trying to get development in here, and you want the right stuff, but when these developers start, a lot of people don't realize that they've got to meet certain criteria to get paid. They got to pay their employees, so they'll be rushing, they wait till the last second, and they rush to do something because that's the way it is. And then sometimes they get held up by the banks, and people don't understand that, why does it take this long, why does it take that long?
at least you found that we're going the right direction. That's
Yeah.
all you can do.
Yep,
I know you've been working on that zoning from historical district, or we've been talking about
Yeah,
that
for a
for
long
2 or 3
time.
years.
yep. This is part of it.
And that mainly come up when they wanted to build Papa John's.
Yeah, when we went to do Papa John's out. Yeah, that was, that, the dollar store and all that.
What's going on? Is Goodwill going in that old dollar store, or somebody said something about a Goodwill?
Well, last we heard,
They were looking at
they
it,
were looking at it, and they were trying to get, I think it was a couple $1 million for
trying to get some grant money.
grant money into it.
Goodwill works off of
But
grants.
didn't they just somebody put a new air conditioning unit on top of that?
What happened over there was Dollar Store took advantage of the insurance. It got stole, somebody vandalized the
Okay.
units on top, stole all the copper out of it. And, then the Dollar Store, the owner of the building, turned it on insurance. Made sense, I mean, I would've.
Yeah,
And,
It's gonna take
so
somebody to fix
that's
it.
a good sign, they're gonna do something there, they're
Yeah.
not gonna tear it down.
And everybody says $2 million, what are you gonna do with $2 million? But their electric is so bad.
Yeah,
It was
that needs
dangerous when
total,
they were in there.
that place needs a total rehab.
It'd be a nice place to put it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's in a good spot, centrally located, got a traffic light there.
Are they still are they allowed to build onto it or anything?
They don't have the.
They just have that parking lot right there that
Yeah,
they
they
got.
just, that whole square right there is all
Okay,
they
so
got. They
really
don't
not a
have
lot to do.
up into the
Yeah.
woods, that's another,
That's another property
the
owner.
church owns that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another thing for okay, well, we need to get this young lady over here.
All right.
So that's it. Anybody got any other questions or not? I'll make, entertain a motion for adjournment.
You can do it this time.
no, you go
I'll
ahead.
make the motion to adjourn.
I'll second it again.
Motion by Mr. Berger, second by Mr. Wilson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You can make motions.